I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
When in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
I mean, the skill level alone, now of course, there is a size difference, a height difference and all that, but he's just going to struggle so much landing a shot. It's just going to look bad.
In a surprising twist, boxing icon Mike Tyson made an unexpected appearance at the press conference for Jake Paul vs. Gervonta Davis, instantly electrifying the atmosphere. Tyson delivered a blunt warning to Jake Paul, urging him to fight like your life depends on it. His message was clear: stepping into the ring with a dangerous and relentless fighter like Davis is no joke.
If you saw Jake Paul's fat body videos, and if you think he's taking his training seriously for you.
Listen, I think he's taking it very, very seriously, because his health depends on it. And he's nobody I'm not looking past him. I'm taking him lightly at all.
The upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta "Tank" Davis has evolved into more than just entertainment. It's now officially classified as an exhibition match. This decision came largely due to the huge weight and size difference between the two fighters. The Florida Athletic Commission refused to sanction it as a professional bout for safety reasons. According to the agreed rules, the fight will consist of 10 3-minute rounds, with both men wearing 12-ounce gloves. Knockouts will still count, but what's new this time is the judging system. 2 human judges and 1 AI judge will score the fight, an attempt to make the outcome more fair and unbiased.
The Jake Paul vs. Tank fight is getting really weird. Gervonta looks scared for his life because the rules are out. They're crazy. Oh, so everyone thought that the fight was at 190.
It was 190.
Instead it's at 195, and this weight difference is scaring the life out of little Tank.
Over 10 3-minute rounds.
I said it was 190.
The next dispute comes with the gloves. Little Tank is used to fighting in 8-ounce gloves. Baby glove. This fight will be in 12. Hands might be too small. Also, Tank just fought in a 12 3-minute round fight against Roach. Yes, and now he's fighting in 10 3-minute rounds, which isn't too bad. Well done, Jake. Exhibition though, can he win? Yes, he can actually win. It will be overlooked by 3 sanctioned judges. So he can actually still win and knock him out. But here's the trick. It's body punches only. And there's a reason. That's because Tank said, look, this is a bit unfair. I don't want to punch up. I want to punch at my head height. Where does it fall? At Jake Paul's belly. Oof. So apparently we've heard there's no knockdown rules, but aside from that, it's a pretty well-rounded fight. Oh yeah, and there's some drug testing involved. But Jake Paul for the win.
Reports indicate that Gervonta Davis has added noticeable size during his training camp, now weighing around 160 pounds, a significant jump from his usual fighting weight of 135. Although he's still below Jake Paul's range, this increase brings him much closer to the agreed catch weight for their exhibition match. The added muscle could work in Davis's favor, boosting both his punching power and ability to absorb heavier shots, making him an even more dangerous and unpredictable threat in the ring.
Yeah. Gervonta Tank Davis, is my prediction that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to weigh in on the night of the fight against Jake Paul, knocking on 160 pounds. Don't be surprised if he's 157 pounds, something like that. You guys see this footage? Look at Tank. Now, if you know what you're looking at, the guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways. When you look at him sideways and see the depth. See, from the front view, you can't really tell. But when he turns sideways, the guy is a wrecking ball. He's literally a baby rhino out there. And I think that is the idea for him to bulk up and be a little powerhouse out there. And I'm all for it. I'm gonna tell you in this video why I think that's the best thing for Tank and why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds.
Teddy Atlas considers Gervonta "Tank" Davis one of the most complete fighters in boxing today. He praises Davis not just for his knockout power, but for his sharp counterpunching, smart setups, and precise control of distance. According to Atlas, Tank's patience and mental toughness set him apart. He doesn't rush or rely solely on strength but fights with strategy and awareness. Atlas believes these qualities make Davis uniquely equipped to handle someone like Jake Paul, whose power is clear but whose skills still lack the depth and refinement of an elite boxer.
The only other time he was in, for the fans to get mad with that, was against Fury's Tommy Fury, but it wasn't that level, obviously, and all the size things you just rightfully pointed out. But he would have been in there with, I mean, it seemed crazy. You're going to go in there with a guy who was a 2-time heavyweight champ and a gold medalist? Wow. Even though the guy's, at a twilight part of his career, still.
And you've given a lot of credit and props to Jake Paul on this show of helping get more eyeballs to the sport, but the way he takes it serious and goes about his approach and his work to this craft, that he does take it seriously. With that being said, when he announces Tank Davis, I'm getting tired of these gimmick fights and him loading the deck up. Whether it was Chavez Jr. or an old Mike Tyson, or we could go on and on with some of the UFC guys and the great Anderson Silva at 46 years of age. Tank Davis, great fighter, current fighter, world champion. We know how good he is. Been a top 10 pound for pound guy for you for the last few years now. But he's 5'5" and 135 pounds. This sounds like it would be a 195 pound fight, an exhibition. Wouldn't count on their records. Not a whole lot of other details other than it will be in November, and it sounds like in Atlanta. But I've said enough. I just want to hear your take. What do you make of this news with Jake Paul and Tank Davis?
But, and I'm smiling a little bit. But, back in the day, I love the 1800s, 1700s, my friend out there, 1700s, whatever. But I love the old-time fighters. They were catchweights. And there was guys like Sam Langford. I know Sam Langford shouldn't even be comparing him with this because